my God. Here we are hanging out with Maddie Connors. Hi.
Hello. How are you guys?
We are
Good.
great. I mean,
Yeah.
Maddie came in hot to the studio today with like really
Incredible information for all
Truly,
of us.
I mean, jaws in the ground.
The town crier.
yeah.
Yeah, and like especially for two Eagle Rock
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
This
You
is
know.
a big deal.
Yeah.
There's an Italian society in Eagle Rock
Yes.
that has a monthly pasta night.
It really feels, I'm always plugging it. It feels like a David Lynch movie in there.
Oh my
It
God, you're
looks like it.
speaking our language.
I
Yes.
literally can't wait.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Oh my gosh.
I was saying that they recently let non-Italians in because they had to.
So funny.
Yeah, it's so funny how many organizations have that tagline. We let them in because we had to.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair to the Italians, the opposite was true for a very long time.
True.
So I get why they're like, haha, only Italians.
Yes. There's a lot of like guys like Tony Soprano energy that have shirts that say like 100% Italian.
Great.
Italian till I die.
It feels
Great.
like Philly. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it feels very East Coast. I'm so excited to check this place out.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And you said in addition to the pasta nights, which we're very excited
Yes.
about, that there's dancing with old Italian men.
Yes, there's bocce ball in the back.
Love it.
And there's like a little sidebar that truly looks like from like The Shining, that little like weird bar.
yeah.
And it has like all these old paintings of ships on it.
Ugh.
It's insane in there. It's amazing. And then in the main ballroom, it's like the biggest ballroom I think in Los Angeles.
Whoa.
It's something crazy. My friend's getting married there, so I like know all this information about it. But they do like waltz lessons or they do like dance lessons, and like old Italian men will ask you to dance. It's incredible.
I love that.
Great.
I'm a different woman when
Can
I
I
leave.
waltz?
Yeah,
Now
that's
I'm wondering.
the
I don't even know if I can do
question.
that.
Yeah.
Can you waltz, Maddie?
I don't think so. I mean, it may not be waltz, but it's like a slow dance. It's some kind of like slow dance. I don't think it's line dancing. It's something.
Is it a triangle where you go up and down?
I think it might be that.
think
Yeah.
that's a waltz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've bragged about it on here before, but I did go to cotillion.
Oh yes.
Which feels related to this somehow.
Well, no, you
right?
learn
A
how to
little
waltz
bit?
at cotillion.
Yeah.
I also feel like there's so few opportunities for like in our society.
Yes.
In our society to like
Quote unquote. Big quotes. Big quotes.
to like interface with older people. And so it's like very
Yes.
sweet
Yeah.
that it's like you hold like old ladies' hands and like dance with them, and it's very
I
it's
love this.
wholesome.
So
man.
like it's like you get to go to someone else's wedding all the time.
It really feels like a wedding. It's really crazy.
Oh my God! Like Tony and Tina's wedding. Did you guys ever experience?
I
this?
can't believe I escaped the aughts having never been to Tony and Tina's wedding.
I don't know
You
what
went?
it is.
This is like I'm having flashbacks. This is like an interactive dinner theater
Yes.
thing
a wedding.
that was popular. Yeah, I guess it was just around in the early aughts.
It
I don't
was
know.
so early aughts, and it was always staged like in a house or like in a venue, right? Like
yeah,
it was like
usually at
you watched
a
around.
restaurant.
A restaurant.
It was like they actually you got served food. Like you ate while it happened, and they would have all this crazy hijinks and shit going
Immersive
on.
theater.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
somebody stands up to speak during the wedding. Just all this shit and just very Italian.
Is it funny?
It's like I feel like I've blanked it out. Did you go?
I've never been. I have been at a restaurant next to where Tony and Tina's was happening.
Okay.
and it spills onto the street.
Oh,
at a certain
That
point.
tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
nice.
remember, like, literally, I was in San Francisco with my brother, and we were like, we're gonna go to a seafood place and see all these West Coast crabs stack up, and then like this like fake wedding party fight comes running out of this restaurant next to us, and my brother was just like, "What the fuck is happening here? What is going on?" I was like, "This is Tony and Tina. I know about this. I've never been to it, but I know this."
I gotta look this up because like what happened to the?
I feel like we want that back. I feel
I
like we're at a time
know.
where we
Yeah,
want
yeah,
that
yeah.
back.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm so ready for it, and I love interactive theater.
Same. I'm a loser. Yeah. Same.
The only thing I remember is the meatballs, honestly, or the meatball soup.
It's not a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, no, it's not.
If you're still remembering the
but I just
meatballs.
don't even remember how or where I saw it. Like, it's just a weird.
No, I
it must
feel
have been
like
in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
It feels like it would happen a lot. Like that's like a body night out in Salt Lake.
Yes.
probably,
No.
right?
It feels
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very.
Is there a dress
like,
code?
You're supposed to dress
Like
like,
a
you're going to a wedding,
wedding.
like
Yeah.
casual or not casual, but
Yeah.
upscale. A little bit.
I love
I'm trying to
everything
just see
about
like, is there
this.
current? Is there current?
There have to
like,
be a
Tony
show
and
that
Tina's?
successful. If they're still doing nonsense, they're still doing Tony and Tina's
Yeah,
wedding.
100%. Yeah.
Nonsense Menopause the musical.
Yes.
Menopause musical.
Menopause musical still happening in Vegas.
Menopause
Yep.
the musical. The person that wrote that is a very wealthy. I'm gonna guess man.
Yeah.
Do we think a woman wrote Menopause the musical?
I don't know enough about it
I
to know.
think so.
I could see a
It
real
had to be.
second wave
Okay,
Girl
I'm going
boss.
to see who wrote
Yeah,
that.
I feel like it's a who knows.
Let me see. I always send Sean
I will.
pictures.
By the way, there's a sequel also to it.
What happens
I
after
know-
Menopause the musical?
Should be a prequel. Perimenopause.
Yeah.
Okay, Menopause the musical was written by a woman named Jeannie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janie.
That tracks.
Yeah, Jeannie.
Many such cases.
I remember because I did a podcast about it for some reason.
You
and
did?
There wasn't, the whole thing wasn't available online, but Menopause 2 was like is on a cruise ship.
Oh, so it's like the
no.
bite-sized version for cruise ships.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay.
I thought it was like an actual character developed sequel.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know.
No, basically, and it's one of those
grandma.
ones where they do all the songs are like parodies, so it's like popular, just rewritten popular songs.
It's like a
Oh.
jukebox musical.
yeah, but very bad.
Yeah.
Very
Sean
bad.
So like
went.
Weird Al, but with dry pussies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Got
that's
it. Okay,
exactly.
cool.
Dry pussy
Perfect.
Weird Al.
I know that there's a song
tagline.
about vibrators
Yeah,
because Sean went, he and his mom and his aunts were all on a ladies trip wine tasting, and this is before I was dating him, but
How did he end up with
they were like, Sean, we're in California, come visit us. And he was like, okay. So he went up to visit his mom and all his aunts, and they were like, oops, we got tickets to Menopause the musical. And so he had to go see Menopause the musical with his mom and all of his aunts.
Oh no.
That is incredible.
And
Every man
so-
should have to do that. By
I
the
think
way.
so.
Completely.
So funny.
Yeah. I if I'm not mistaken, there's a Good Vibrations
Oh, that
satire
tracks.
with vibrators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Good for you, Jeannie. You make that money, Jeannie.
all right, guys, you guys want to hear some lyrics? from
Yes.
Yeah.
Menopause?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
This song is called "My Husband Sleeps Tonight." See, I'm confused at the beginning as I'm assuming this is the husband singing, but it goes, she's a bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch. She's a bitch, she's a bitch.
Jeannie.
A little internalized misogyny from Jeannie.
Yeah.
And then
wow.
I'm assuming the wife goes, in the guest room or on the sofa, my husband sleeps tonight. And
Oh my god.
in his workshop or on the rooftop, my husband spends his day. What is going on? Okay, there's a
It's like I Love Lucy era, like
Yeah.
sexual
Yeah.
dynamics.
Yeah.
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 Why yada.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are. Another question I have about Menopause the musical is: are there any male characters? I would not be surprised if this is an all-female review.
well, but
Yeah, it
where
feels like
where
there
did
should be.
she's a bitch come from?
Right,
'Cause I'm
sure.
assuming
she's a bitch. She's a bitch. I mean, I think
She
that's
could
like the
be.
Greek
she's
chorus
a
in the
bitch,
background.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, okay, there is a song about vibrators, and R.I.P. Brian Wilson. It's called "Good Vibrations."
Yeah, it is good vibration.
Did I call it?
You nailed it.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
you said that.
That's right. Okay. So we're getting the era of music plus.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. There's just one called "I'm Flashing."
I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. Like, these kind of stories, I try to be inspired by them because like,
Yeah.
we as artists,
Yeah.
like we can feel like we're hitting a wall constantly, and like.
Yes.
Listen, maybe we don't need to take ourselves too seriously, and like maybe our dumb idea will be the thing.
Yeah.
That is very
be
true.
the-
I
Yeah.
mean, trust me, I've like had ideas for a Vanderpump musical, and I've written down things, and I'm like,
Babs, dude.
I
Dude,
know,
you
I
should
know.
definitely
Why
do
not?
that.
Yeah. That's
no, you're
amazing.
right. But
Cash in, maybe.
Yeah, one of those
Yeah.
things you're like, I have these ideas, but I have
This
to go through
actually
with it.
has made me want to see Menopause the musical, but only with you guys.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we should be sitting by an exit because we will be asked to leave. 'Cause I will be screaming the entire time.
Did you hear that thing about Phantom of the Opera? Like the opening act is like a chandelier dropping, and there's always a percentage of people who don't know it's part of the play.
Oh.
and so
Scary.
Yes, and they'll run away. And they will get scared and like run.
And I remember that part scared the I was, as a kid, the first time I saw Phantom, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
I have never seen it.
Never
so I
seen- so
didn't
a
know.
chandelier is staged like above the audience, like
Right.
not above the stage.
Yeah.
And so as soon as the show starts, this giant ass chandelier comes like
Whoa.
crashing down from the ceiling.
Whoa.
It's awesome.
And then people just
cool.
leave
Yeah.
the theater and they're just
it's
done.
Like it's like the train in the movie theater where it's like coming towards the audience and they're not scared. So it's like we're out.
That's so funny. God, I've seen Phantom on Broadway, but I was in 8th grade. I do not remember this at all.
Remember the chandelier?
No, I just remember my class were such assholes that like the way the Phantom said Christine, we thought it was so funny. So every time she came on stage, like 58th graders would just go, Christine. Oh, no. And our teachers could not stop us.
Yeah,
Broadway.
8th graders at a show to get in mass.
Shouldn't have been there.
We need like 8th grade planet where we can just put the 8th graders for a year. They can
so
teach
scary.
themselves. They are so scary.
Yeah, we weren't right. We all got fake watches. This was in New York in like 98. Yeah, so Giuliani hadn't really cleaned it up yet.
You got like
From guys on the street with trench coats.
on like St. Mark's.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It was awesome. We all had fake Rolexes and we're watching Phantom heckling it.
A good day.
Awesome. It was so awesome. I remember driving out of the city because at night in the city too, like at that time, all the like shops in Manhattan turned into like porno theaters. So like we would just watch all the like XXX like neon lights come on, and we're just all glued to like this coach bus, just staring out, just being like naked ladies. It's a phenomenal trip.
So you guys learned. It was a cultural experience.
Absolutely. I was like, that's what New York's all about.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It feels pretty accurate still.
Who was the mayor at that time?
Giuliani might have been, but he hadn't had his moment yet.
I see. Yeah.
By moment,
Yeah.
I mean 9/11. But
Yeah.
but I forget who 98. Yeah,
I think it was Giuliani.
I think he probably was. Still,
Yeah.
yeah, at that point.
Yeah. I know. That's funny how we didn't realize exactly what we had on our hands with Giuliani.
Yeah.
Man, also, God, what a wasted legacy of just like, bro, you could have just had steaks just for every day for the rest of your life. You could have just been like, I was the 9/11 mayor, and just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
And gotten free dinner until you
There's
died.
a lot of people who could have just shut the fuck
like
up.
J.K. Rowling, there's so many like
Yes.
famous rich people that like you
Yes.
could like live on a farm and just be quiet.
Yeah.
And like it's crazy that you don't do that.
And like J.K. Rowling, she does live in a castle. Like, bitch, you did not need
Just
a
be
Twitter
quiet.
account.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, you put Wi-Fi in a castle? What's the
Yeah.
matter with you?
Right.
These worlds do not cross.
Yeah.
If I had the option to leave town today and live in a castle, like 100% would do it. I'd never speak again. I would just never speak again.
No. And especially like the only reason I'm on social media at all is to whore myself out because I have to. If I was J.K. Rowling, you would not see my name around a 2-factor authentication for the rest of my life.
Never. I don't own a phone.
Oh, absolutely not. No,
No.
you don't need to have any contact with the outside
Approach
world.
the moat if you want to talk to
Yell
me.
your bigotry into the river. Yeah, the moat. You don't, it doesn't need to go out into the world.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor did it right when she like got canceled for the Pope thing. She like lived in Ireland in obscurity for years. I'm like, that is so cool. That's amazing.
Exactly. I feel like Sinead O'Connor was so cool, like in so many ways.
They got opposite.
Like,
they should have
badass.
traded places there.
Yes.
Sinead O'Connor should have had Twitter, and J.K. Rowling should have.
Yeah.
That's so true. And Sinead
She was
O'Connor,
fucking right.
maybe Sinead O'Connor was also in a castle.
I hope
Maybe.
so.
Or a
I don't know,
You said it was a
yeah.
farm?
I remember there's like a famous New York Times profile that came out about her right before she died, where she was like living in a castle, or like maybe a castle, or maybe like a cottage in Ireland.
yeah.
Just kind of doing her thing. And she's like, I'm not even bothered by being like outcast or an exile.
That would be me, like in a heartbeat.
completely.
All these rich assholes. I'm like, why can't just go have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just go shut up and go
like
have
Elon
fun.
Musk or something.
Yeah. Like if
True
you have
loser.
the option to just be on vacation for the rest of your life, why would you not do that?
Tom from MySpace is doing it right. He's the only tech
Yes.
social
Yeah.
media man that we don't want to burn at the stake.
Yeah, we don't know what he's up to, and that's how it should be.
No,
Yeah.
he has an Instagram that he posts a picture of a waterfall once every 6 months, and that's
that it?
about it. Yeah,
rules.
yeah. He
That's
just was like,
awesome.
I got into photography and I travel the world, and like that's all he's doing, and we never even see his
Wow.
pictures.
That's
He's
great.
nailing it.
Yeah.
He might be secretly awful. I don't know.
That's the thing.
I don't know.
Lots of people are awful. We just don't need to know
I just don't
about
want to hear about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't force your awfulness.
I
upon
will
me.
say that is the other thing because I am like I've touched upon this, but like there's everybody's so awful that I haven't really I have to let some awful people into my like media diet just because everybody's
Yeah.
so awful, and I'm also like there are people that are awful whose shit you're consuming that you just don't know they're awful. I'll tell you all that.
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, like especially if we read like older, it's like you guys.
yeah.
Roald Dahl, terrible person.
Yes.
I mean, John
Yeah.
Lennon beat his wife.
Yeah.
Like Elvis,
Yeah.
pedophile. Like it's
yes.
like they
Yeah, no,
Really?
there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's Nolan should be a hero.
Definitely.
I was thinking the other day, one of my first childhood crushes for some reason was Johnny Cash because I love the movie Walk the Line, and I'm like, that is such an inappropriate crush. Like, just
I kind of love that though.
like a bloated alcoholic, just like cheating and being crazy.
Yeah,
Like, I love him.
I love this chaotic man.
I love that was like your first crush because Johnny Cash like is a mature woman crush. I think like
I think I saw Walk the Line, and I was like, something about this man is doing it for me.
well, Joaquin
think
Phoenix
it was-
is very hot in that
Yes,
movie too.
it might just be Walking Phoenix.
Yeah.
There's some transference going on.
He's the hottest he's ever been in that movie.
Yes.
I think, right?
I think so.
And now I'm not even into it anymore. I feel
no,
a space cadet.
Joaquin,
Yeah.
or Johnny Cash. Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like have we cared about him since Walk the Line?
Joker. I think he jokered
Oh,
his brain.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. He
Jokered his
jokered too
brain.
far
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jokered himself. Unfortunately.
I did that fucking crazy movie he was in like a year ago. Fuck, hold on, let me look up the name of it. It was really good.
He's a really good actor. I mean,
Yeah, he
Her
is a really
great.
good actor. I forgot about her.
One of my very first jobs in LA is I was a PA on a music video that he directed for some Hollywood Hills band that he was friends with, and he had all these like celebrity cameos in the audience because it was like a boxing ring with like the band members fighting, and then there was like a crowd, and then there was like Christian Slater was there, like really random people.
Christian Slater's just always around.
But there were two women that came, because then we all just had regular extras too. And two women came and they had puff painted shirts that said River Phoenix Lives. Oh. And we had to, like, we cordoned them off and we're like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You got to flip
Like
that
they
inside
had
out.
a conspiracy theory, or they just were like his legacy lives
His
on?
legacy. They like just wanted to remind his brother, like,
Oh
hey.
my god, that's so
It's just like that
batshit
so
insane.
insensitive.
It's this weird LA. That's extra brain. Have you ever been an extra?
Yeah.
And then you're treated like cattle, and then you're like, but I'm a good person, and
Yeah.
then you meet
You just
that
do, like
extra.
literally anything to have like a
Yes.
modicum of acknowledgement,
Yeah.
or like be made to feel like you're special.
I feel like you can only buy puff paints if you are an extra.
Yes. Absolutely. You're always puff painting a shirt for attention.
There's a special store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find out about it. It's like behind Central Casting.
It's like those propeller hats and puff paint.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we made them flip their shirts inside out. And then there was a different person that had a handwritten script that she was like, can you give this to Joaquin? And we're like, sure. No. Absolutely.
I'm curious.
not.
God, I would love to read that script right now.
It's like, has that ever worked? Do you know what I mean? It's like I was just on set on Hollywood and I handed my script to someone.
No.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I think it's worked just enough times, which is barely at all, but
Yeah.
just enough to give these people hope, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like you do hear these like Hollywood stories of. I'm trying to think of one. Nothing's coming to mind right now, but like I feel like
Yeah.
once every million times you hear about someone doing something really
Right.
crazy like
Yeah.
that, and it inspires everyone
What's
else.
like what's a Jaws guy?
Steven Spielberg?
No.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
Do you know how Dreyfuss got his first roles? He called around to casting offices and we go, Richard Dreyfuss is not interested in this.
Oh, right.
And then the casting people were like, who the fuck is Richard Dreyfuss? Who does he think he is?
Right, like
Get him
something
in
like that.
here."
Someone hears that
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
You're like,
Yeah.
that worked one time
Yeah,
and it
it
worked
could
for
work.
him.
I always think of Arrested Development with Tobias sends his headshots out with like the glitter bomb.
Yes. Totally. One of my first jobs, I was an intern for Ghost House Pictures, and people would send us scripts all the time. But we had one. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, no, I
right?
love this story. I was
Yeah.
thinking about it.
We just heard one day I was in the office and we just heard this baby crying in the hallway for hours until we finally opened the door, and there was like a basket with a blanket, like a nice fleece blanket with a script and a tape recorder of a baby crying inside. And it was the script. It wasn't the movie Orphan, but it might as well have been the movie Orphan. It was crazy because I had to do coverage on it. And I was like, the script is shitty. I'm gonna take that blanket though.
I mean,
I was like, this is like a $30.
That is,
insane.
that's like the one. I like that one. I like that.
I do,
Yeah.
I do too. It just was so funny how long we all kept being like, someone gonna like put that baby down?
It's also funny, and I'll
Give it
tell.
a
I've talked about. I'll tell you guys the actual name of this person after, but I have a friend who sold a script to like a big fucking, big
Yeah.
A-lister, his company, and he couldn't even get the A-lister to read the script. His company bought it, and it like ran out of options because the guy didn't even ever get around to reading it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are
That's
you
the actual
serious?
world we're living in. We're not living in the give them a script. Yeah, and then I was like, you should write a script about making him so bored that he eventually reads.
Yeah.
You like turn off all the lights in his house, and like only the script is there with the candle next to it.
That is so.
Isn't that insane?
Fucking
Like he was so
insane.
excited he sold a script, and then like, and I'll tell you guys after who it was, but
Well, that's exciting.
fucking nuts. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have several guesses. I'm excited to.
I feel like it's not gonna be who you think it is, but yeah.
Yeah.
It would be
also,
funny
like,
if he reveals they can't read. Like he doesn't know how to read. I'm gonna do
That's
it.
what it is. Like, I swear to God, I'll get around to it.
He's like
Could you
frantically
submit
doing
it in
phonics.
stick figures, please?
Yeah, exactly. You act this out with puppets for me.
But I mean, a script, that's a good 2-hour commitment. I mean, most people will not
Sure.
read a script. I love that about being a writer, too. I'm like, I'm killing myself in a medium
And
that
no one's ever going to read
almost
this.
no one wants to consume.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's like asking someone to do it. It's just like you're like, I have to pick and choose very carefully.
Yeah.
The times when I will ask this of you.
Yeah. When someone asks for like notes on a pilot, it's like yes in like 4 weeks. Like the
Yeah.
turnaround has to be I need like a long bandwidth.
And which is funny too, because a pilot like doesn't even take that long to read. But in my brain, I'm like,
yes.
like it's gonna take me forever.
Yeah.
The emotional
And
labor of it all.
it actually
Yeah.
takes like nothing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will try to, if I'm going to give notes to someone, I will try to do it right away. Otherwise, that will become a back
That's the
burner.
problem.
Yeah,
is you just like
completely.
put it off forever.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, I used to work for a screenwriting competition, and also like I feel bad because I don't pay for screenwriting competitions, you guys. But like legitimately, I was reading sometimes like 5 or 6 scripts a day, and when you're tired and the writing is bad, it's
Yeah.
really hard to get
Yeah.
feedback because it's like this is so awful. Like my brain just can't engage with it.
Yeah.
When the writing is good though, and everything else is bad, it really stands out.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. I think some of my first comedic writing was the coverage that I did on the scripts at Ghost House because it was just all these horrible like horror movies.
Yeah.
And it was just like, here's my fucking thoughts on it. The power. Such garbage.
You guys, should we do our tasty?
Oh my God,
Dude.
I'm so excited.
This is very exciting.
This is a spontaneous one.
Maddie, what are your relationships to Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Kisses?
I'm saying great to both.
Okay.
Great. I
Okay,
have no
great.
notes on either. I
You
think
know, it's
they're both
funny because
great.
Hershey's Kisses, like the chocolate really isn't that good, but I still love them.
It's a good shape.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good shape. It is
Yeah.
a good
It melts in the mouth, right?
chocolate shape. So yeah, these are Cinnamon Toast Crunch Hershey's Kisses. Let's see.
It says bold
Cinnamon
flavor.
Toast Crunch flavored cream with graham flavored bits. So we got graham bits, everybody.
Wait, are they green?
It looks like the
package?
outside is like, yeah, the outside's, I guess those are the colors of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Got
a
it.
green, purple.
I feel like whoever is running the Cinnamon Toast Crunch vertical has been very aggressive.
Yes, because
Yeah.
there's taco shells.
The taco shells is such a weird
very
choice.
strange.
Well,
My
they smell
freshman year
like
at college.
It's
I was like eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day again because
Yeah.
they had it in the dining hall. They have like kids food in the dining hall, and I was back on it.
It's so good.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I'm gonna
incredible.
take 2 and pass it down.
Okay.
Get a
Maybe
smell
one-
of that bag.
I did. I took a whiff of the bag. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So here's a question. Are you guys going to let them melt or are you going to bite through and chew for your first? Or
Probably
what's your...
gonna
think I usually
let it
just,
melt
like-
a little bit.
Yeah.
Let it melt. Okay.
Okay, let's take a look. I mean,
Oh, I just went for it.
I'm taking my time.
Oh,
I smelled it so many times.
the texture is crazy.
Oh, weird.
The graham cracker actually has like graham cracker texture.
I wasn't expecting that because I feel like usually like you wouldn't even.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
I'm happy with it.
It's very white chocolate.
Very
Yeah.
white chocolate.
yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, really no notes. It's like
Does it
white-
taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Is the question.
I think so.
It does. Yeah.
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 Once the cinnamon really can like have a second there.
They nailed the flavor. I wouldn't have thought white chocolate was such a prominent part of like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at all. But it's like the right vessel for it. You know?
Yeah, the creaminess.
Milky.
Yeah.
It almost tastes like what a candle smells like.
Yes.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
But I don't like dessert candles. You know what I
Same.
mean? Like a sweet, like an apple pie. You like
I
'em?
do.
I just they're too much for me. If they're subtle, I can do it. But if they're like overwhelming,
I like them overwhelming, but I think that probably gives me cancer or something, right?
What is that like Durga? Do you know what I'm talking about? That fancy candle store called like Durga and something else?
Oh,
Where they
yeah,
have,
yeah.
like the candle flavors are like a rain in Yosemite. It's always
Yes.
something very kind of like ephemeral and abstract, or it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the first cry after a breakup. It's, like, it's just a crazy, and it smells all like alpine. Some of it's so disgusting. It's like leather.
I'm up to
love
my
that.
ass in candles. I gotta unload some
Please
onto
do.
you because when I went to Price is Right a few years ago and won like a gift card for like $250 to a candle place, and they always have crazy deals. So I have tons from them. And then Robin, who went with me, never used hers, so she gave me hers. And I've just been like, I have so many of these candles, and I still have more money on the. I should just give you the rest of the
Please.
thing. Like I'm
Like,
I'm overwhelmed.
Where's the line?
For how many?
Or
When do you stop?
how often you can have a candle burning?
I think every day's too much.
Oh, you think it's every day's too much?
Okay.
Are you on the everyday track?
I
I'm
don't.
on every day.
I barely. That's also the thing. I barely burn them.
Yeah.
Because I'm really sensitive, so like I can't really smell them that
I
much.
go through phases.
Interesting.
But
Well,
yeah,
I
Tess
also-
is like, what is your tradition with them?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as soon as you wake up, or like, what's
Yeah.
the deal? Yeah.
Okay, like first of all, I love an early morning candle. I come out, I get Garth, I'm snuggled with him, and then I light a candle and I like read my news with my candle and my dog, and I love that. Then I will often come into the office and think, what would be nice for working? A candle. So then I will often light a candle here. And then I will often get home and be like, I really can't relax unless I have a candle.
Now, is it the smell or the glow or both? I guess. Yeah.
Both.
You're like sublimating a cigarette for a candle.
That's
Oh
what
my
it is.
God, that's
Yeah.
what's going on.
That's for sure
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
100%.
The fire.
Yeah.
It's the Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the fireplace will do it, and so
Yes.
will a cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the look of flames.
Yeah.
It's really soothing. I also like my family growing up. We like my aunt. It does not. She's on Sean's camp with lights. If she will follow you and turn off the lights behind you after you've left a room, and you're like, I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. So at night, she just like the TV will be on, and there'll be 20 candles just lit around the house, as if we are colonials.
I like that.
It's not bad, but I am very used to it. So I'll just light candles at home. I also have like color lights that are just always down. Like
I like color lights
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I try to
Yeah.
be very dark house at night. Yeah,
I'm the
It's
same
good.
way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like when Euphoria came out, like colored lights became very popular. Like people had like pink bedrooms.
Yeah. No,
and
they're
like
all over the place.
in
now.
a way that's like almost too much now. I feel like it's hard to walk into a space that's like red or something or blue.
Yeah.
I feel like in your
Yeah.
bedroom is a lot.
Yeah.
for sure.
And wouldn't you get sick of it?
Yeah.
So you get the lights, you can change the colors on them.
See, I'm totally in for
Yeah,
that.
I got
Yeah.
a couple of bulbs. You can pick any
Yeah,
color
that's
you
cool.
want.
Yeah. I went to a fancy Pilates studio this weekend that had like, industrial cool shit everywhere. And like the lighting things were exactly that. They were like cool, hip, industrial, but then the bulbs were all like different LED colors.
That's cool.
Yeah, it
That's
felt
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
RE that, I actually have a case of host imitating listener.
Oh.
Okay. So we had a listener write into us a couple episodes ago saying that they were having an issue with finding leggings that don't cause camel toe. And so I'm getting ready for this like hip class at this cool Pilates studio. So like, of course I want to look cute, So I wore like my shorts and I go to leave and I went commando and I go to leave and I was like, there is a little camel toe there. And so I was like, take your own advice, like wear a thong under this. So I took off my shorts and put a thong on. And then I got to Pilates and like we were doing that part where you're piking and your ass is in the air. And I was like, is that an optical illusion or is there like a big white splotch on my crotch? And then my friend was teaching the class and as I was leaving, she was like, dude, your shorts are on inside out. And it was
Oh my God.
the
Yes.
like
Yeah,
absorbent
the
thing
lining.
that was on
Yes.
the outside because I was trying to avoid camel toe and add a thong.
That's so funny. Is that an optical illusion?
Wait a second.
It's interesting because I wonder if you wouldn't have noticed the camel toe if we hadn't been talking about it.
Oh, I wouldn't have. I mean, I've worn these shorts before and not thought about the camel toe, but I did a quick look and I was like, ooh. Also, I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot since we got that problem, and I was like in Pilates today. I was like, do I have camel toe? And then I was like, dude, those are the breaks. Like, leggings hug your skin. Like, you're going
whatever.
Yeah,
You're going to have a little bit of camel
Again,
toe.
no one should be
Workout
looking
class
at
is
this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mind your
That's it.
business. Eyes on your own paper.
Exactly.
100%. But then my friend / teacher did notice the white splotch on my crotch. So I don't know. Maybe they are looking.
I mean, if you have like a white, if
teachers
you have
are.
like a bullseye, that's different.
It was a bullseye.
Part of the price is, hey, I'm paying a lot for this class. You're going to look at my camel toe.
Yeah.
That's part of it too.
Yeah, actually, I need in feedback.
In high school, were you guys so nervous about getting your period and it coming through your jeans? And then like the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
school
That was
pointing
such
at
a
laughing?
Yeah. In
Yeah.
past high school and all through adulthood.
Yeah. I was like wearing white shorts the day I got my period.
Oh, always.
Damn.
Always.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
This is what you guys get for owning white shorts.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Hey, I went to Old Navy, and you know
Sure.
what? The carpenter shorts
Old Navy's like
back.
Coming
is it
back, yeah.
I was gonna say it, and then I was like, "Am I wrong?"
No.
No, the 2000s are here, which means Old Navy
Yeah.
is definitely back.
I have
Okay.
seen. I haven't gone in there, but I've seen like a few people post that they've got some cute.
My
stuff.
friend Jared, he's also a comedian. He opened an Old Navy credit card because he bought $150 of culottes from Old Navy. So he had to open a credit card at Old Navy to buy the culottes.
That is, you're wow. We're getting called out right now.
Jared, we salute you.
It's one of my favorite little facts about someone that's like
That is
you're at Old
really
Navy.
funny.
I love how every step it gets funnier because like $150 worth of culottes is funny.
Only three.
Oh.
They're $50 each.
What?
Old Navy?
Yeah.
What's
Old
going
Navy
on over
price.
here?
Yeah.
But they must be nice culottes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big ticket item at an
But
Old
that
Navy.
is a
Right.
big ticket item at an Old Navy.
Yeah.
And then to be like, no, I'm not going to put back one of these pairs of culottes.
Nope.
I'm going to open
Getting all three.
an Old Navy.
I feel like it's. I feel like Old Navy's kind of like McDonald's, where you like think you're going and you're going to spend less money, but it's just
Yes.
as much money as like a nice
It's
yeah.
place.
true.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of like shitty fast food chains,
They're so
like Olive
expensive.
Garden, is the same as if you went to like Pergoletta.
Yes, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
that
No,
I'm paying
it's
this
they're
much money.
crazy
Yeah.
expensive.
Taco Bell is so expensive now.
Oh, it's insane.
crazy.
It's insane.
Like, it's
no,
been
they're
20
all
bucks
they're
without
all
even
the,
trying.
Are you
all of them
serious?
have gotten
Yeah.
Like, how much is like a crunch wrap at Taco Bell right now?
it's probably like
Probably close to $5 or something.
I think it's like 6
Yeah.
or 7 or something.
Okay,
yeah.
so then you got to get like probably at least 2 things, a beverage.
yeah, you're not getting out of there like under 15 these days.
No.
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
a meal is like almost $20 at this point.
Yeah.
And 20 used to be like 10 used to be the number in my head that it was like, girl, you're depressed. You bought $10 at Taco Bell. And
Well,
now
and
20
it's
is
like
not even
the
trying.
combo of that
Crazy.
and all the shrinkflation stuff,
Yes.
where it's like
Yeah.
everything's also smaller, so
Yeah.
you're paying more for less. It's,
Yeah.
it's pretty fucked up.
That's how you get an Old Navy credit. You gotta
Yeah.
slam that Old Navy credit card down at Taco Bell. This is for culottes and crunch wraps. This is
Crunch Wrap Summer.
yeah, exactly.
A culotte and crunch wrap summer doesn't sound
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Culottes Supreme.
Also, like I love how much we're saying culottes, and I'm so easily influenced. I'm like, I think I need culottes.
Culottes or capris?
Can you wear
What's
them
the
as
level?
a tall? Or do they?
I've
I don't
never
know.
attempted. Wait, also, wait, I do have that question. To be a culotte, does it have to be like 3/4 length?
I think that's what it is.
It doesn't
right?
have to be baggy, or no?
I think
Am
it has to be baggy.
I think
Okay.
it's baggy 3/4
Yeah.
length.
Because the tighter,
Okay.
the tight is a capri, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
tight 3/4
Okay,
is a capri.
certainly.
A baggy's a culotte. I
I
think.
can't wear capris.
but I think cool. I think loose is okay.
Yeah.
I would.
Let's see you.
You will. I think you will.
Well. I mean, I think a lady field trip to Old Navy might be in order.
Yeah.
We can get a company card.
We should do a mall. We should do a mall episode. A mall.
What if we went to Old Navy
do
and
a
we're
mall
like, can
episode.
we get a business account?
Hi, we're businesswomen.
We need a lady to lady.
We do need a. We're opening.
We're trying to
credit
get a
card.
credit card.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
Do you guys have a stupid credit card anywhere? When I went to Vegas once, when they still had this like Star Trek
Oh.
experience there, it was a ride and they had a bar and stuff. if you signed up for a credit card, a Star Trek credit card, you got a free like photo of yourself with the crew.
wow.
So I have this Photoshop picture of me with the Star Trek Enterprise crew and like a credit card that I had for so long that I like barely ever paid. It like
That's
took
amazing.
years to pay off. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I think that was
wish-
the dumbest one I ever had.
I got one in college that in exchange for a T-shirt that said "The price is wrong, bitch."
Yeah.
Like, I
worth
want that
it.
shirt.
That's worth
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I talked about it before, but I hit my shopaholic phase like really early in life. So like when I was 18, I had all of the cards. Yeah. I had all of them. I had a Victoria's Secret that got maxed out.
Oh my God.
Nordstrom, Macy's, Robinson's May. I think I had Sephora. I mean, anyone that would give me a credit. And I would, but it really, I don't want to say I recommend doing that at a young age, but I don't
You got it out of your system.
not recommend it. Yeah, because you get it out of your system
Yes.
and then it falls off your credit by the time you're like 25.
Right.
That's great.
If you're gonna do it,
I'm gonna do it. That's when you do it.
Early. Do it early.
Yeah, do
I
it
feel
early.
similar with
Done.
like being a bad driver. It's like you're gonna get in some wrecks, and then you're gonna turn 25, and it's gonna be over.
Yeah.
like it feels like the same thing.
yeah. I think we need to be more honest with young people about like, I feel honestly, I'm getting old and I can't drink really that much anymore. And I'm like, young people need to be told like, this is your time.
Sure.
Get your booze in.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to like look at the alcohol content on beer now. Like, have fun, youngins. Get out there.
Or even like, I feel like when I was 23 at like 11 p.m., I'm like, where are we going next? And then
Yeah.
now
Oh, yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
I have to be home by 10. Like, I can't.
11
be-
p.m. What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
it's crazy.
Oh no, like if at 11, like the rare times where you have to do stand up at 11 p.m., it's like, what the fuck do you do for that 6-hour period between the sunset and being awakened to perform at 11?
I have to be
Yeah.
out already, or else like I'll
Yes,
never make it.
You can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
crazy.
I was saying my just related to whatever kids and shit. My niece is turning 10, and I was telling Tess this. I asked my brother and sister-in-law like, what does she want? And they're like, she's mostly into skincare, and she just sent a list of skincare, and I was like, what is happening? Like I don't even know what age I was aware of skincare, but I feel like it wasn't like till I was 25 or something.
35.
Yeah, like I still don't know what the fuck is going
I also
on.
didn't want to do it. Like my mom would buy me like face wash when I was in high
Yeah.
school, and I was like lazy, and I was like, I don't
That's
wanna
the
do
thing.
this.
It's like,
Yeah.
what is?
Yeah.
I just and also
Yeah.
like she's not online or anything. My niece, so it's like the kids are just talking about it. She had all these products written down. I was like, how do you even know what these are? I'm so.
Oh,
She had like a makeup cleansing balm, and I'm like, do you wear makeup? What's going on?
Right.
What's happening?
Yeah, you're just like doing
so
the
weird.
things. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
doing
that's
the
wild.
motions.
Okay, but like maybe it's not so bad, right? Because first of all, it probably is good for kids to learn to wash their faces.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like I was the same way, and then I like had to because I had so much acne. I was
Right.
like, okay, I maybe should have just started washing my face earlier. But also like maybe it's like how potions are fun when you're a kid. But
I'm
these
sure.
are
I mean, yeah,
potions-
it's just like
Yeah.
any kid trend thing.
For
Yes.
sure.
yeah.
But it just makes me like a little, it's a little.
I
like,
know.
ugh.
Well, you want like at
Yeah.
least like because also like that shit gets expensive, so it's
Well,
also
and
like
I can't remember being aware of brands and stuff, until
No.
I was a little older. And I think maybe that's not common because Adam was like, oh yeah, everyone wanted this type of jean, and I just
Yeah.
didn't have that.
You guys
so-
didn't have jeans that you really wanted?
No, I guess there was
Abercrombie
there
was
was a
big.
few things in high school I remember some kids being into. I guess but,
not middle school at all or anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
I
before
think
that.
elementary school, I was like, Guess jeans. Get me some Guess jeans. Well, but I was a child actor, and like my
of
my
course,
treat
yeah. I
was,
think being here, is
Yeah.
different.
I am, but all too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always in the Beverly Center. No big deal. They had a great Sanrio.
I'm always so. I have like friends who grew up in LA, and they seem to have grown up so quickly. And
Yeah.
I was like at 16, like braiding my friend's hair in a parking lot for fun.
Yeah.
Were
Like,
you?
Yes, well, like we were not really drinking. We weren't like smoking. Obviously,
Yeah, same.
guys weren't really even talking to us. We were just like sitting around, like talking about like what kind of guys we wanted to marry.
That's so sweet.
It is, but then I like have friends who grew up here, and they're like, "Oh, my like friend's older brother would like get us into a club when I was
Yeah.
like 15."
That was
and I'm like,
more-
that sounds crazy. Yeah, I'm curious like what would have happened to me.
I mean, I survived, so that's cool. But
Yeah.
no, like it is confusing being from here because my friends that have teenagers that are like 14, I'm like, well, you're done, right? They're off. They're out. They phone
You're an empty nester now.
Yeah, I mean, my friends we had fake IDs. I was always on the Sunset Strip. I mean, like, we would take, like, my friend's sister was a model, and we'd, like, drop her off at the Playboy Mansion and then take her ID and then go club. I mean, like, it was
That is amazing.
That's
So
wild.
great. I love it.
it was really fun, but yeah, no childhood. Yeah.
Damn, that's so wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's completely different.
Wow.
I don't think I knew. I know people in my high school did drink, like some of them did, but like when we graduated, that was like the big weekend that everyone did. Like for
Really?
the first time for a lot of people. Yeah, yeah. Senior week at Ocean City. The girl that was not valedictorian went to a party that was at the place that she was at, and she was like in a sleeping bag with like a giant bottle of vodka, and she was like, "I'm gonna be drunk and naked in a sleeping bag for a week." And I was like, "You do you, Megan."
I feel like I just saw my soul sister.
I know, it doesn't sound bad.
No, it was just so funny because she'd like
She knew herself.
she didn't get valedictorian, and she was like, "No, this is how I will celebrate the first week out of school."
Do you know what she's up to now?
Probably a trophy wife. Most of my high school turned into trophy wives.
Okay.
Or spies. Honestly, those are the two things.
Wow.
I'm from like outside of DC.
Oh, got it. Wow.
Yeah, so everyone worked for NSA or the Pentagon or something.
That's crazy.
and
You're
name-
from the Bay Area, right, Maddie?
Yes, from Sonoma, Napa. And like a lot of kids now just work in wineries or like at bars in Sonoma. It's funny too, because similarly, like I will see girls I went to high school with on Instagram and they have like 2 kids and they seem so much older than me.
Yeah.
That happens all the
It's
time when I'm like,
crazy.
what? Wait, we're the same age?
Yes,
I can't.
yeah.
It does not compute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having a child does confer responsibility on one. I
Right.
think.
Apparently.
Supposedly.
The only way I know the passing of time is like via other people's children. And I'm like, oh, I guess it's been 10
Look how
years.
old that thing is.
when the
It's great.
children become teens, it's so alarming.
Yeah.
I know. Watching my nephew become a teen has just been like, what's happening?
He's a teen already?
He's 12. I mean,
That's
he's
crazy.
basically, yeah.
God,
Bruh.
Bruh, everything bruh.
Everything bruh. Yeah.
I don't hate that. I know some parents, you have like friends that
fine.
call it, I kind of think it's cute.
Yeah.
How they call everyone
Yeah,
bruh.
whatever. It could be worse.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got my sister-in-law just sent me a video of my oldest niece who's 6 singing all of Pink Pony Club. She knows every single word. She did it a cappella.
Aw.
It's very cute. I
That's
was like,
so cute.
oh, cool. Because when she sings West Hollywood, she's like, that's where my aunt lives. So in her head, I live there.
Always go at the Abbey. Brandy's always out at
You
the
know
Abbey.
me. Place I've never actually been.
How have you escaped your Los Angeles experience without once getting dragged to the Abbey?
Very skillfully.
I think I've only been there like once too.
Yeah.
I remember hearing when I first moved here that a lot of people were getting roofied at the Abbey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a
Maybe
good
that's
place.
kind of how I avoided
It's
it.
very bad. vibes.
Yeah.
the Abbey actually like was a place I frequented maybe like 2005 or 6.
Yeah, I think lately.
Yeah.
I think before it was good, but in the
Yeah.
past like 10 years, it's gotten a bad rep. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's the straightest gay bar in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Is the best way I can describe the Abbey.
Well, I always took that like, you know, like gay guys being annoyed at like straight women coming to their spaces too. And I was like, all right, cool. I won't
Yeah,
go there unless
sure.
I'm invited. So
Yeah.
Like a vampire.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. Straight women are the vampires of the gay world.
I actually have to say I'm like working on a stand-up thing about that actually because like I take issue with that because as a drunk hoe who was trying to go to drunk hoe clubs with straight guys,
Yeah.
you arrive at a gay bar as a refugee. Like straight bars are not safe for straight women either.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's honestly scary.
No,
and
no.
like
I think that I've heard. I mean, there's been a lot of discussion about it, but I also
yeah.
think that it's mostly overblown, and
Yeah.
it's like anything else, where if you're just respectful, then it's
Yeah.
okay. you
yeah,
know?
because like I don't know. I do think it can be just it's misogyny. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
IMO.
Me and Alexa one time were like walking around Silver Lake on a Saturday, and we're like, we're gonna stop in Akbar for a drink, and we walked in, and the guy was like, "White women." Just like we walked in, just like screaming, and we were like, "Should we leave?"
I love how he like hit the W. White women.
And he's 100% right, but it's like
Yeah.
now I want to leave.
Yeah, you're like, is that a hello or a goodbye?
Yeah.
So I guess you probably know a Paloma for each of us.
Oh my god! One of the gay bars by me, like like a leather bar. Fucking Mariah Carey was just there like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yes.
Just like being Mariah?
Being Mariah, like I started just going up to like the DJ booth. I'm like, can you imagine being in a fucking gay bar and Mariah Carey shows up? I know.
That's wild.
It was insane.
My jaw is literally agape.
I couldn't imagine she could be in a space that small.
Yeah,
True.
completely.
it was insane.
I have so many
like I was just like, I can't believe she was so close to me. Like,
wait, hold on.
Mariah doesn't come to the east side.
I know. I don't know what she's doing there.
Hold on. Like,
All of
She's like garage pizza.
like I'm just like, what was she wearing? Did she go full glam first? Was this the plan ahead of time, or was she just like spontaneously like, I'm gonna
Right,
go to a
was she
leather
just
bar
like,
in
let me
Silver
just
Lake
be
right
there?
now?
also, like, who told her about it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember
She
the
doesn't
name
have
of
a
the
phone,
bar.
you know what I mean?
No, she for sure does not have a.
No.
No.
The amount of shit that would be online if she had a phone.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember the song "Obsessed" when it came out. I like had a stranglehold on me. I was like, it's so crazy. She's doing drag as Eminem.
That video is so
It's
money.
That, oh my
insane.
God, that
It's
was
so
so
good.
funny.
That I think often of Obsessed.
Yes.
And like we don't talk enough about it.
It's a big swing.
Yeah, Mariah. Oh, the Eagle. That's what it's called.
Mimi was at the
wait,
Eagle.
look at- she's just.
Okay, she's full glam.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
She, I mean,
Yeah.
Just amongst.
Wow.
Wow.
They're all just
just
going
daddies.
batshit.
That's so funny.
I guess she looks like she performed. Someone said. I don't know.
I
mean,
would die.
Wow, that can just happen.
Oh my god.
yeah, that can just happen. So
Have you guys
Wow.
seen the videos of Lorde performing her new album or like playing her new album at Baby's All Right? It's like there's this weird darkness to it where she's just like standing there, her album's playing, and people just have their phones out. They're just like filming her, and it just must be so crazy to be like a celebrity in that space.
where was she at?
Baby's All Right in Brooklyn,
Oh, I don't know what that is.
and she was like playing her new album for the crowd, and it was just like people filming her.
Oh, so she wasn't performing; she was just playing.
Yes, and like dancing to her own
weird.
album, and it's just like odd that it's just like people filming her. It's like I can't imagine.
I feel like I'd want put your phones away. And, like,
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
this. That's real.
Do
like,
a Yoder bag.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
Yoder
Yeah.
bag situation.
I will say when I saw Beyonce last month, it was the best tickets I've ever had for Beyonce. Changed my life. Religious. There's one point, like we were like really close to the stage, and there was one point, like a lot of it people were filming, but there was one point where she came like she camped out like right in front of us and like started like singing and scowling at us, and everybody in our section there was no phones. Like everybody was just screaming, and like it was I think the closest thing to like when people have described seeing Sasquatch. It was like we were just paralyzed. Like it was like I
That's
can't.
why you can't get good footage.
yeah. Yes.
I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah. There's an electromagnetic thing.
I was saying, yeah, you guys didn't have a
Phones
lot
wouldn't
of
have worked
a
anyway.
lot of videos of her. Like we saw you guys, but there wasn't.
yeah, my sister kept trying. She'd be like, "Take a video," and I would take out my phone and be like, "I can't." Like the photos that we got are so. I mean, we also took little mushrooms before the show,
Right, of course.
But the photos that we got are hilarious. Like they're just like I tried. I can't.
I'm gonna be present.
Like an
for this.
apparition.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, should we do a lady problem?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. If you have lady problems, you can send them to us at ladytoladycomedy@gmail.com or give us a call at 323-6BUT30.
Here we go.
Hi, ladies. I have a question. I don't know if I am over exaggerating. So I've been with my partner 13 years. Love him. We don't want kids. Very happy with our decisions and that. We're not married. I really want to be married. I don't want a wedding. I don't want the whole pomp and circumstance. I don't want a circus. I don't want any of that. I really want to be married. He does not. And logistically, logically speaking, nothing would change. I would never change my name. We don't want kids. We've been living together for forever. We trust each other. This is it. Like this, there's no doubt in my mind that it might end, or not like we're building a business or an empire and I have to protect myself. You know, none of that bullshit. I just really want to be married, and he doesn't. And I don't believe in ultimatums, and it's not necessarily, it's not a deal breaker for me. I've accepted the fact in my brain, like, we're not going to be married. That's okay. I have everything I want. I have him. We have our life together. We're very happy. I still want to be married. and he doesn't. Am I being unreasonable for something that means nothing because it kind of does this day and age, especially if you're not going to have kids or change your name or any of that? Or is he being unreasonable because it's like we're basically already are, so let's just have it on paper so that when we're 78 or hopefully older, then our doctors can tell each other our bullshit and give each other our medical information because we're married. I don't know. I really want it. And he knows that. But he doesn't. And I know that. So do we just settle? Or what do I do? I love him. He's not a bad person. He's not selfish. We just feed differently on marriage. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
So tough on something like this because it's like there isn't really a middle ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, what if his objections to marriage are more like fundamental, or like
Yeah,
if he had
I'd be
divorced
curious,
parents,
like
or-
the reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that too, because it is like, okay, if to this guy it isn't a big deal, then if it isn't a big deal and your partner is that into it,
Right.
why not just do it?
Yeah.
Like,
even like a courthouse thing.
exactly. Yeah.
It
like
sounds like she doesn't want a wedding, any of the big, like, she doesn't want to spend the money on it. It's just like the act of it is important.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that you probably, it sounds like you both do know that like it is a little bit different. Like that is why
Yeah, I
you
don't-
want it, and
right.
it's probably why he has some fear around it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's very true. I think it's like really worth examining both of you
Yeah.
going a little deeper into like why both of you want this. And I think that is it is going to be different because again, yeah, otherwise why you wouldn't want it if
Yeah.
it wasn't there
Yeah.
wasn't something there.
Right.
But I think you guys both need to explore a little bit about what's really going on there.
And this is the God's honest truth. Listen, if you're in a straight relationship, I do believe sometimes men need to be pressured. I've told
Tessa's eyebrows are vibrating as she says this.
I've told girlfriends this before, and it's true. Like how much have you talked to your boyfriend about this? Like, was it one conversation? I mean, because I do think, like, I've had guy friends be like, I didn't know, and then she was like, oh, I really want to get engaged. Like, I think that we have been sold this kind of like narrative in love stories and in books that it's going to be this magical thing, and he knows to get down on one knee and ask you, when really, like, if you guys haven't had like a really super candid conversation about how much you want this, he might not know how important it is to you. And also, like, you might need to push him a little bit. And that's just the breaks. Like, the night before Sean proposed to me, it was around Christmas, and he was like, we should ask for some dishes for Christmas. And I just turned to him and I said, well, Sean, dishes are usually something you get when you're engaged.
I think there's
I mean,
No, I think it's fair
Yeah.
because I think sometimes women can fall into the thing of being like trying to be chill or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it depends on you and who you are. I find that with myself sometimes, like that I'm like, oh, I'm just laid back and I don't like push for what I want enough, you know? And I get into that trap of where I'm like, oh, but I don't want to be a problem or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
So I don't end up like advocating for myself enough. And I think that can happen in, you know, in relationships with men.
And I think that's what the listener, she's doing. She even says multiple times in her message, am I being too much? Am I over exaggerating? Am I
Right.
asking
Yes.
for too much? No, you know exactly
You know
what you want.
want.
That's not
Yeah.
too much.
yes.
Yeah.
I think there's this rhetoric too of like if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
Or like if he doesn't want to do it, then that means like it's not working. But it's like in truth, it's like I think we should give men more credit, and they want to communicate and they want to have like a clear conversation on like what your needs are.
Exactly.
And it sounds like if they've been together 13 years, he'd be open to that.
Yeah.
I wonder the last time you guys talked about it was. I'm curious about that because he might just be like, things are great, you know. Because if it's been a few years, like, you know, maybe it is worth like having like a very candid like, hey, these are the reasons why, and you like just even remove love, everything logistically, you laid it out. Like it makes sense for healthcare. I mean, we're entering like a very scary period in this country where like anything that is also like make sure that like you are connected to somebody might be worth like really examining, you know, like if one of you commits a crime and you guys are married, then
You don't have to testify
You don't
against
have to testify
him.
against
That's a good selling point.
exactly.
Like, honey, you remember all those crimes?
Yeah. Robert Durst married a woman he didn't love because he told her about shit. So, you know, if they can get married.
I also
Watch
think
the
a lot of-
Jinx and be like,
Watch the
honey,
Jinx.
now.
Honey, come on.
I think sometimes people have like more like theoretical objections to marriage about like their parents are divorced or they have never seen like a successful marriage. And I think that really scares people. And so it sounds like if he's afraid of that, that's like almost like a different conversation.
Completely, because exactly. Like, I think that you and your partner need to get to their root about what this is about for both of you. But right, because like, if it's just, I don't think that marriage is much more than a piece of paper, then I'd be like, then buddy, you got to get married because she really wants this. And bless you. If this is just about, I don't care about a piece of paper, that's not I don't think a strong enough reason to deny your partner something that's really important to them. Yeah. But it does sound to me like he may have some issues around commitment or around the idea of a really long-term relationship. And that is what, I mean, I don't know this guy. I don't just anything from this message, but that is what seems like it's going on here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't want to put words into his mouth, obviously, but it does seem like it's like, but you always like have an out, you know?
Yeah.
And that could be what the issue is. And if that's what it is, you guys should talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like a real like, hey, like we are actually in it. Like it would be difficult for you to leave, you know?
Yeah. Well, and there is the like, it is a next level of commitment thing. And I think that's like a reasonable thing to want with your partner of like 13 years.
Yeah.
It isn't just a piece of paper. And like, it isn't. Like,
Yeah.
I always think Kevin Cambia has a joke about, he's like, my girlfriend of 16 years broke up with me like just when I was about to propose. You know? Yeah, it's just like it is. It's like I see both sides of it because I do think it's unfortunate that we only like legitimize stuff sometimes when people are married.
Yeah.
But also that just is reality of it. Like that's the world we live in. For sure. You know?
I wonder if he has like annoying family that is like, when are you getting married? Here's the thing. Also, you guys could get married and literally not tell anybody.
Totally.
It could absolutely just be your secret. If you have, because I could see that. I could see being like, fuck you. No, our life is great. It's the way it is. I made my fucking decisions. And like, I could see that blinding you towards like actually wanting to take that next step for sure. So like, you don't need to tell anybody about it. I mean, call us back and let us know what happens. But
definitely.
we won't air it. But
But yeah, I think you guys just both need to do some like exploring. You need to be like brave enough to approach him with all of this stuff and just be really honest about it.
Yeah. And like, that's up to, I mean, it's going to be at the end of the day, your call. It doesn't sound like this is a deal breaker for you and you know that, but that shouldn't stop you from articulating your feelings and articulating your needs and wants. And like, I don't know, I think it's probably really fun to plan like an elopement style wedding.
Yeah, absolutely. A little vacation.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. You guys don't have to worry about anyone else. You can do whatever goofy thing you want to do, whatever exotic thing you want to do. I mean, so maybe that's a way to approach it with him. It's like, look, I don't want a traditional wedding either, as you know. Like, what's something we've always wanted to do that we could just like do and then go get married? Or, you know, I don't know. Like,
exactly. It can be just such easy peasy, like, hey, get somebody on a beach or like at Vegas, like anything. Like, okay, that isn't even like a big part of the day.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a fun thing that you went and that also happened. You know, it doesn't need to be, you know, anything. It could, what is a way to celebrate your relationship?
yeah.
I think. Like, and then you just happen to get married. It's fine.
Because it also, the reasons of, I don't want to change my last name or have kids, I'm like, that is society telling you that's what marriage means
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's like this guy is like, I don't like adhere to society, but also it seems to be that he's to a certain degree conflating marriage with she changes her last name and we have kids. So maybe it sounds like you guys are both on the same page about not wanting kids. So maybe that's where some of the fear around marriage comes for him too. Is he probably rightfully so thinks that once you guys get married, people are going to start being like,
Sure.
when are the kids coming?
Yeah. exactly.
It's like the escalator.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it is. People do. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
People like when you're dating, everyone's like, when are you guys getting married? And then you get married and everyone's like, when are you guys having kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get married, don't tell anybody. Oh, here's a question. Would he be open to you guys having a like relationship ceremony that was not government sanctioned? You know what I mean? Just I want to know what that's the first question.
Yeah.
And then what is the jump from that to actually signing a paper?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what that, like, those are two different things to me. Like, because then if he's, like, okay with, like, you guys just being like, yeah, I want to have a thing where we, like, tell each other what we fucking mean to each other.
Yeah.
And, like, really fucking do that. Is that the most important part to you? You know? Mm-hmm. Like, because that's very worth it to be like, hey, I need my partner to, like, actually say the thing about me. To
Yeah.
me. I need to fucking hear that from you. Like, what is the part that, like, is the thing that is, like, making you sad? Because you also sound sad in your message when you leave this.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, take it apart to that level, I think.
I also think, like, I wish we need, like, an in-between between boyfriend and husband. You know
Oh,
what
I know. The
mean?
word is so shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boyfriend. Because at some point,
boyfriend.
it's like, and partner's like, okay, I don't mind
Yeah.
partner, but it's just, there's just not. There needs to be like an elevated boyfriend
Yeah.
Totally.
name.
Advanced stage boyfriend.
Yeah.
This is my late stage boyfriend.
Late stage boyfriend is very funny.
It's terminal. It's terminal.
My terminal partner. Yeah.
Start calling him your terminal partner. I think that'll take care of it.
That might make him realize what's going on.
Yeah, do you like this or husband better? Also tell him, hey, look, we can just jump right to get married. If you hate the word fiance, we can just get married.
Yeah, this afternoon. I know in California, my friend got married. There's like a company you can call. It's like 1-800-GET-US-MARRIED, and they'll just like come meet you at like a Hooters.
Incredible.
Yeah.
They only meet Hooters,
It has
right?
to be
Yeah.
Hooters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, because I've been with my boyfriend for like 6 years, and I do like hearing boyfriend or girlfriend just feels weird now. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with husband or wife because we're not married, but I'm like, I guess I'm your girlfriend, but
No.
that doesn't seem like we're not 13 and 14 years old.
Yeah.
It's
Not passing notes.
yeah, it's quite literally infantile, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think partner's confusing. I mean, I like partner because of the fact that it's like gender neutral, and
Yeah.
I like that we're kind of moving towards that for that reason. But partner is also confusing because like of the business, like you guys are
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also partners.
yeah.
We also did basically throw a wedding for ourselves
That's
as
true.
well.
It was nice.
Yeah, our 10th anniversary. We like
Oh, that's amazing.
threw a wedding, basically.
So cool.
More pinatas at weddings, by the way, everybody. Just
Yeah.
so you know.
Should have a pinata at their wedding.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, at the end of the day, you just need to tell them what's up, because that's the other thing. If you're in a straight marriage or relationship, that you're going to be the boss for the rest of your lives anyway. So just tell them.
My cousin was dating a guy, did not work out. And she was like, I'm really wanting to get married. Like, that's something I'm really serious about. Similarly. And he's like, I'm really just like focused on like current events right now.
Current
Current events. That's what. If
I have something to tell you, honey. Current events will always be happening.
Yes.
yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, like, why you're
That's kind of the
There's like
definition.
so many current events right now.
That's
Also to call it current
That
events.
is so funny.
current events.
And
is
it didn't work
wild.
out. It turns out he wasn't that into it.
Yeah. Current events is wild.
It's like, I'm refreshing HuffPo. I've got to see.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
It's hilarious. Oh my god.
I'm going to use that as an excuse. Sorry, I'm late. Current events.
Yes.
The current events. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I had some work that I had do yesterday that like it got done, but I got turned in a little bit late, and I learned to be like, be fucking happy it got done. Do you
Whatever
know?
the fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck everything.
How am I writing emails right
Yeah.
Yeah.
now? Like, what are we doing here?
There is like this language in email now where it's like, hope you're well given everything going on.
I know. That's why it's like,
Yeah.
hope you're well considering.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I know, and then you can't even say considering what. It's just like the unspoken
Yeah.
considering.
Right.
the unspoken terrors we're all experiencing every
the
day.
terror.
Yeah.
Despite the terrors, everything are fine.
Despite the terrors, I do need you to turn this spreadsheet in. It's like, go fuck
That was
so absurd.
basically it.
That's
I was
it. That's
like,
what's.
Can I get a day? Sorry, I stared at my phone for 18 hours.
Yeah. I have to say, I took like 3 anxiety naps last week. And this morning, I woke up refreshed.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I was like, man, I'm taking a lot of anxiety naps.
I gotta do that more often.
No, yeah, you got to just be like, there's no use in my brain being awake
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Just put
It can't
the body
intake
away.
any more bad things.
Yeah.
That's a good call. We do that more often. I will say to the listener too, also, like everything feels like very shitty and scary and intense right now. This might be a nice thing for you guys to
Yeah.
do. That
Yeah.
just it feels like a bright moment just for you.
Everyone needs that,
Yeah.
for
You know?
sure.
Honestly, your partner's wrong. You guys should just have a wedding.
Yeah.
Full stop. He has no good fucking reason to not.
No, it
marry
annoys
you.
me. Make him call us and tell us why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this conversation doesn't go well, he calls 323-6-butt-30. Well, he can give us his point of view and we'll tell him he's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if anybody wants to give their partner our phone number so we can tell them they're wrong, they can call us.
We can start a new segment. This is why he's wrong. We'll do it. Fucking call in.
323-6-butt-30. Put in his phone right now. Put it under like his dad's name or his friend's name or something.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, dude, it's like it is revolutionary to find joy in times of terror and sadness, and this is a thing that would bring you joy. He needs to fucking see that. It's about solidarity. It's about bringing people together, and there's no, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So fuck it. Be a light.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, the wedding night sex is great. So tell him he has that to look forward to if he's good.
Let's get it. Come on. Go on a nice trip, sign some paper, have a nice life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think everyone just needs to go on a trip and have a nice life.
Stay in a castle, throw your phones away.
Exactly.
At least. Have a
Exactly.
nice time. Okay, why not?
Do you guys think castles are chilly? That's my concern.
Yeah.
I think so.
of course.
Yeah.
They feel drafty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
I mean, just large rooms full of cement. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just realizing in real time I can't live in a castle.
No, you would need a nook, a good cozy nook.
Yeah.
Even the Hearst Castle feels very cold, and it's in California.
Yeah.
This is the coldest part, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it's just, the walls are just lined with tapestries. Have you guys ever been there?
I guess
When
that's
I was
why.
a kid, Maddie probably went a lot.
Yes, I went
Yeah.
a couple times. It's spooky in there. It's
Yeah.
like very dark, very kind of
Yeah.
like narrow.
Yeah.
I'd be so afraid of it being haunted.
Yes.
It has really haunted vibes.
Yeah.
I remember
so.
there being zebras, which I was very into.
Oh, yes.
Do they still have
Yeah.
zebras?
I think so.
think they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because he had pet zebras. Because it
They
wasn't.
had a
I
zoo.
believe it's because the zebras were black and white like newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
is so crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
funny.
so mentally ill. That is so crazy.
That's how you be rich and mentally ill.
Yes. Yes. Get
Yeah.
zebras.
Yeah.
Get some zebras.
Get off your phone. Get zebras.
Yeah.
Or Sean and I just did with my brother and his wife this like wine safari in Malibu. That was
Oh, that's
amazing.
fun.
But it's just like a rich guy that has a shitload of property in Malibu. And he's like, yeah,
Dreams.
drink some wine and come trollop around my
What
property.
did you see? What
Great.
animals were there?
Oh my God. Many horses, llamas, alpacas, regular horses. The giraffes have moved to Texas. But in addition,
Along with Joe Rogan.
No one talks about how giraffes are
Yeah, it's not a
deeply
safe space here.
problematic.
Yeah.
But there's also one part where like they're just like also the owner just likes cars. If you want to go look, and they're all like there's like horse-drawn buggies. There's
Yeah.
like
Whoa.
circus cars. There's like all these cars. There's Bentleys. There's all this shit, and they're just like you can lift up the cover if you want.
Yeah.
And just go look at the cars. And there's one part where you just drink wine and go look at the cars. And I'm like, this is how you be rich.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Show off your
Absolutely.
shit to everybody.
Yeah.
I really do fantasize about like being rich and like throwing a big party, like a nice
Yes.
party.
Oh my
You know, it's not just like a
God.
shitty like solo
Yes.
cup party. I'm like, it'd be so
Yes.
fun to do like catering and
Ugh,
like
to go hard for a
Yes.
party.
Yeah.
It would be so nice.
Yes. Entertainment.
Yes.
I have a friend that won a lot of money and tried to do that.
This was the worst party I've
What?
ever. We'll talk about it off mic, but we have some shade to throw off mic. The worst. It's the worst party I've ever been to.
Won a lot of money and then threw a party, and it was.
They're gonna know who we're talking about.
I wasn't at the party, but I heard about it.
Should we just describe it? He's not going to listen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, this party, not a fucking bag of Doritos, not a bag of chips, not a 6-inch sub, not a cooler of bottles of water, much less beer, much less nothing, no food, no drink, no nothing. That's already not a party.
Yeah.
Then you go in the backyard. The only entertainment is that you can throw axes at a mattress.
And there was a single bowl of cigarettes.
Yeah.
A single bowl, because the Olsen twins' wedding had
Mary
Kate's
Right.
wedding had just happened, and there was like, oh, that's cool, and there was just one bowl of cigarettes, and we were like, you won over $1 million,
And everybody knew he had just won over $1 million.
That's tough.
So like
Yeah.
you're getting invited to this party thinking like this is gonna be
hell
yeah.
you
It's like the
know,
most fun.
a fucking-
Yeah.
rented the house.
Champagne
Yeah.
glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Gatsby.
fountain.
Yes.
you have a chandelier that fake falls on everybody.
Yeah. Oh, if I win $1 million, there's going to be people doing gymnastics on the
Yes.
falling
Oh
chandelier.
yeah, we're gonna have so
Yeah.
many. There's gonna be so many impersonators everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a party that was similarly clearly like at a house that someone rented from like Airbnb or like a TikTok house. And it was so like everything was so cheap and weird. Like it's clearly a house just
right.
for parties.
Yeah.
It
It's
was horrible.
Yeah.
And snacks were from Trader Joe's. I have those. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I don't leave my house to go eat Trader Joe's snacks.
Yeah. No,
It's
no,
crazy.
no. What are we doing?
But then also like
Spread.
being in a house that clearly no one lives in, it's also kind of spooky because
Yeah.
like all the decor is like motel art.
Yes,
Yes.
it's all like bought at Home Goods. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
It's weird to see
Soulless.
bad art in a good house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird soulless space that no one has claimed as their own.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's very strange.
I did like when I was in my late 20s, I have a couple friends who have birthdays that are close to mine. And so we threw a prom themed birthday. We rented a really expensive house in the Hollywood Hills and we told the guy it was going to be like a quiet girls' night. And then we had like a straight up rager with a photo booth, like tons of people. And he came home.
Oh.
But it was kind of funny because it was prom themed and we were like in our late 20s and we got kicked out of this house. And the cops got called. I forget if the
Yeah.
cops
That
got-
is amazing.
But we all had to leave as though the cops had been called. Yeah.
That's really
But
funny.
that was a good party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good party.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been to a
Axes
party
and a mattress.
where the cops broke it up. Maybe in college.
Really?
Probably in college, but not in a long time.
Oh,
Thankfully.
because you didn't party in high school.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to have shows at my house, and we would always have a party afterwards, and the cops got called a few times. And I remember one of them coming up to us, and they were like, "Oh, you guys act like college kids."
We're 30.
We're like a bunch of comedians, like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Well,
But they never really totally shut it down. They
yeah.
just told
Like,
us to
take-
shut up a few
Yeah.
times.
Take it inside.
In high school, the part that was like how the night ended.
Yeah,
usually, is
yeah.
the cops- there was one time where the cops broke up a party I was at. Do you remember the Steve Madden slides?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was wearing those, the black slide.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing those to this party, and the cops came, and like I was drunk, and I escaped without my
Slid.
shoes. Without my shoes, I got in the car, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I was
Yeah, I lost the slides.
like, yeah. But yeah, it would happen regularly. Because if you're a cop in the suburbs, also,
That's what
Yeah.
else are you doing?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, don't be a cop.
Also, don't be a cop, and also just don't be a cop.
Don't be a cop.
Yeah, period.
Don't be a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who these days is like, that's what I want to do.
The guy everyone hates, that's going to be me.
I love that gig.
Did you guys find out people from your high school became cops and you're like 100%?
Yes.
Yes. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's completely
No, I
personality.
didn't somehow. Yeah.
Really?
No.
Only had a
Weird.
couple. I mean, they're spies, which is a
Like,
form of cops.
Yeah.
Spies and detectives, I feel like are.
They can be secondary.
It can be
Yeah.
secondary, but you have to go through cop school schmool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But cop whatever training.
Yeah.
To do it?
FBI feels very cop adjacent too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very much. Very much so.
Yeah.
So.
Federal booty inspector.
Hey.
Sorry.
That's what I was thinking also. So it's fine.
I was also thinking of the federal booty. What about the state booty inspector? No one talks about
Yeah.
the local level.
You know, it's the state should be the one inspecting the booties.
Yeah,
if we
Yeah.
want to-
exactly.
Leave it up to the states,
Let's-
okay?
let the
Yeah,
states decide.
state booty rights.
Well, Maddie, thank you for hanging out
Thank
with
you
us.
so much. This is so much fun. I had a blast.
Tell everybody where they can follow you online and find what you got going on.
I'm on Instagram. I don't even use Twitter anymore. I'm on Instagram. It's @_Maddie Connors _.
Nice.
Boom.
Amazing.
Follow Maddie, and thanks for hanging out with us,
Thank
everybody.
you so much.
See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.